Hello everybody, I'm back again. Just wanted to do a quick video share for a custom order I finished last night. I wanted to mail it out today, but somehow things didn't play out as I wanted them to. So um, I will be mailing it out tomorrow, and this is for Nancy. And she had requested a journal similar to the one I had created for who was it? Kimmy, I think it was. And well, I told her I couldn't do it exactly the same when I don't have the same things others. I mean, I kind of like to think that each journal is unique, so I didn't want to duplicate it either. So this is what I made for her. I'm hoping she likes it and she approves. And if she approves, it will be in the mail tomorrow, unless she wants me to go back to the drawing board. I leave that entirely up to her. But it came out a little too fat, so I don't know. Hopefully that's not a problem, but I did the collaging on the cover like I had done on the one for Kimmy. So that's the back, and then a little bit of lace there, and then a little flower that I got from eBay. And this is on the bottom. There's a piece of what do you call that? Applique. There you go. Little flower. So let's go in. On this one, the pocket, it's a manila folder. I just can't remember the size, but I left it open on both ends, so I inserted this journaling card, and then that just pops in there. And so first page, let's see, I'll put this little baggie to help me stand it here better. So on this page, I just have this beautiful image. I just added some lace here, some lace there, and then here I just added one of my little textiles to this book page pocket. And then I just have this tag, and this is a download from Pinterest. So that just tucks there. There's a tuck in the back, and then a tuck on the actual pocket. So then on this side, I have a blank there for her for journaling. This is a paperclip textile that I made for her. So she could remove it if she wants to, and she can insert it in another journal or whatever she'd like to do with it. These people are the ones from Tim Holtz, and I just went ahead and layered different trims there. So I like the way that came out. And then I have this journaling card for extra journaling space. So that just goes there. And then on this side, I have this image. It's a beautiful image. And this came from Pinterest. And then on the back, I just put a postcard for journaling space. And then that's just pretty much paper clipped right in there for her. Here's another textile that I just went ahead and added to the paper bag. Yeah. And I just did a little bit of collaging. All these little pieces came from the ephemera kit from Tim Holtz. And I have a little flower from Wild Orchid Crafts that I put together, and then just some laces, trims there. And then on the inside, I have a small little postcard there. And this is from that journaling card pack from Prima. On this side, I have another little textile. And again, I have the little people from Tim Holtz. And on this one, I left it open, so I just made a small little tag that she could journal and tuck in there. And then on this side, I have my book page pocket, and I just went ahead and added some of this awesome paper that I had gotten at Michael's, and just layered a few pieces from the Tim Holtz ephemera kit, and then just some layering there. And then on the inside, this is from Tsunami Rose. These are actual pages. I shrunk them and I fold them back to back, so journaling lines on the back and then the image on the front. So that just tucks there. This one, I think this one is from the Neo Ephemera kit from Tsunami Rose. And I backed it on a piece of file folder. So that just tucks there. And then on this side, I just have a little book page pocket with a napkin Mod Podge to it. And this image, again, it's from Tsunami Rose. And then on this side, I have another little textile. And this one is actually glued down. And this image, I got it from Pinterest. So I just added some old vintage buttons and this little flower and then some just different types of trims around it. So I like how that came out. And then this is a image from Tsunami Rose. I like this one, it's very colorful. So this just tucks there. And then here I have another book page pocket that I used a paper napkin. I just love the texture, the way it looks. Like you really don't have to do anything to it because that napkin is so pretty. So I left it alone. On the back I just have another piece of ephemera. This is from the new kit from Tsunami Rose. And then this one as well. This is a little envelope that I just paper clipped. And this came from that Dragonfly kit from Marty Mays. I used all the little bits and pieces on some of my journals, and I forgot about this little coin envelope. So I had to pop it in somewhere, so I popped it in here. But that's a cute little envelope from there, from that kit. And she's on Etsy if anybody's interested in her kits. She has awesome kits. Here is a postcard that I backed into a, this is a recipe card. They originally look like this. I just cut off the top part where it says recipe. Then it has a little piece there for, I guess, a picture of the food you're writing about. So I just cut it up and attached it to this. So I thought that was good. Lined it up because God knows I can't write straight. I need to make little pencil lines when I'm writing on a plain journal page. Yeah, I don't write straight. I start straight and I end up going either up or down. Usually it's down. And here I just have a layaway tag. And here on the bottom I just have pieces of fabric I layered together, and then a little flower. And then on this side I have a little, I invented this. On this side I have a little corner tucked there. And I just went ahead and collaged some fabrics, little flower. And then this image came from that new kit, ephemera kit from Tsunami Rose. And this is a little envelope I had found that I had created a while back, I guess, and I never did anything with it. Well, this image came from another piece of ephemera from the new kit from Tsunami Rose, so I just tore it up and layered it there and puzzle glued it, and then on the back as well the other piece. And I thought that came out cute, and I love the texture from that puzzle glue. It just, I mean, it makes it sturdier because this is was only created out of one page, but it makes it so sturdy. Like, I love the puzzle glue. And then on the inside, I was testing. I don't know if you guys have seen. What's her name? Oh my goodness. I can't remember her name at the moment. It'll come back. But she copy dyed a tutorial where she copy dyed her paper, and she actually prints um, paper and then copy. No, tea. She uses tea dye, and I mean, like I'll put my images in copy dye, and the paint will just be all over the place. I thought, okay, maybe because it's not laser. Now I have a laser printer, and it doesn't do it as fast as the other one, but it still does it. Now I thought, how does she do it? So I thought, okay, maybe my mistake is copy dyeing them like too quick. Maybe I should just leave them alone and tomorrow try to copy dye it, which I did, and I got a better result. This is it. If you look at it, it doesn't look bad, but in some areas, if you get close to it, you could see a little bit that it tried. And I didn't dunk it. I used a little brush. I brushed the copy on it and just let it sit. So I'm thinking that's her secret, but I mean, she leaves them in the water for like ever, and nothing happens to them. So I don't know what she does. She said she doesn't know. She doesn't do anything in particular, but Mrs. Cogs, there you go. I knew it was gonna come. All I can remember is Mrs. But yes, her. Go, if you guys haven't seen that tutorial, look her up on YouTube. Look at her video, and she even says, I don't know why mine doesn't run the ink, but she says she just does regular tea. I think it was black tea that she uses. So the only thing I haven't tried it is with tea. I usually use coffee, so. But then there was people saying that they tea dye their stuff and it still bleeds, so I don't know where the magic is to it, to figure it out. So I don't know, but I wish I knew, because that's awesome. Anyways, let's keep going. Beautiful image there. Just added this trim. Oh, and I added some of this awesome little paper here. Vellum, there you go. On this side I have one of these little flags, and I just have a tag here, and these are from Prima. So that just tucks there. And then here I have this beautiful image. I think this was the original image I had for Kimmy's book. And then on here I added this image. This one came from Pinterest. And then this is one of my little famous envelopes. I did a tutorial not too long ago. And I popped one in here. If I can get the paper clip out. So this was one of the first ones I made. And I just have this image that's also from Pinterest. And see, like this image, I printed on my printer, and I went and distressed it on my little board here, mat, whatever you call these things. I can't think of it right off the top of my head. But anyways, you end up leaving a couple of smudges of the copy dye, distress ink. So I just threw a couple of little drops of water and just dabbed this to pick up that paint, and that's the result I got, which I thought it was cool. It does it actually better than the copy. I've done it with the copy, and I think that I like the distress ink better, how that looks. But that's what's in this little envelope. And so that just pops in there. And then I just have another journaling card behind the envelope. And come on, Patty, come on. That pops there. And then this one is on the back. This image is also from the new ephemera kit from Tsunami Rose. And then I just added this journaling card. And I think I had this one on the back. And this one on the front. And then here I have a bingo card, and I just went ahead and added some pieces of trim and little flower. This image also came from Tsunami Rose, and I also went ahead and added some of that browned like wax paper from Home Depot. I just wanted to see what it would do. It made it sturdier, and I like it better than the plain white on the actual image. So that was interesting. I mean, different. I'm just always trying things that pop into my head and see. Sometimes I try to do them, sometimes they just stay in my head. But anyways, yeah, that's me. Here I have that beautiful image from Pinterest. Here I just have a blank page for journaling. This is like an index card. It was just a blank index, large card, so I went ahead and popped it in this little book. Here's a little cut up book page that I made, and I just again did some collaging with the different fibers there. And I have this little piece. This came, I think that one came from Pinterest. And then this little card I made, tag I made, I'm sorry. And then on the back, this is from Tsunami Rose. So that just tucks in the back. And then on this side, I have another little book page pocket. And I have a little key there, and again, bunch of fibers there. This image came from that ephemera kit from Tsunami Rose. And then this little birdie tag again that I got from Pinterest. Here's the other side of that vellum. And then this tag, I sewed it down to a index card, a plain index card, which I had copy dyed. As you can see the little texture there. And this image came from Tsunami Rose, so I went ahead and added a piece of paper because I wanted that look of the old book in the back. And then I distressed it, and then I just added this on top and puzzle glued it. And I just love the way they feel. Like, I don't know, I should start doing all my ephemera. I know it's going to take me forever, you know, to have to let it sit there and dry, because actually I like to leave them drying on the floor. That's pretty much the space where I put them in. But sometimes I end up using my heat gun, and I kind of like the texture that it gives when you use a heat gun versus air dry. I don't know if any of you guys ever tried that, but there's like a little difference. And this one I used that glue gun. I'm sorry, that heat gun. But yeah, I like the way it came out, so I'm gonna have to sit one day and just do a bunch of them. It's time consuming, but I love the results. I love the way it looks. Here's another little banner again. Little flower. This image came from Tsunami Rose. This image again is from that new ephemera kit. And I backed it on a piece of file folder. And then on this side I have another one of my little envelopes, and I think this is one of the ones I used in the tutorial. Again, this one has that puzzle glue, which I love the way it feels. And here I just went ahead and added some fabric, lace on the bottom, and some old buttons. And this one again. Look at the stains on this one. So yeah, I gotta do more of these. So this one just goes hanging on this little, on this page here. Pop that back in. And then on this side, I just have a blank page. Oh, my bag's moving. I just have a blank page for journaling. On this side I have a corner tuck and just a little flower there. And then these pieces, this is from Prima, a little journaling pack, and this is a new piece from Tsunami Rose. And this, oh, I wanted to show you this, guys. I took one of a Tattered Dreams guest checks, and I made a little pocket out of it. Isn't that cute? This is just the little insert I made, but look at that. Just like that by itself. It's yeah, I think I did copy dye this one. And you can journal on the back, of course. You have the lines there, but I just folded the flap up and then again down because I wanted that number to show. And just cut the edges and then just added this. This came from Tsunami Rose. But isn't that cute? I thought this is another way of using these. I mean, I personally like them by themselves, just tuck on the book for extra journaling space. But I seen people Mod Podge napkins. I mean, they do a lot of stuff with them, but I had not done a pocket. I don't know if somebody already did it, but I like this. So if they did, I didn't see the video, but if they did, that's an awesome idea because I really like this. It's cute. You could just use it as a tuck inside a pocket, or like me, just put it on a little paper clip there. But I thought that was a cute idea. Which, I have a couple of them over here already. I made me a couple of them. On this side of the paper clip, I have this image, and this came from Tsunami Rose's ephemera kit, the new one. Here I have another little textile. And I have some little girls from Tim Holtz. And then on the back, I have this little jar, and this came from that Dragonfly kit from Marty Mays. So I thought that was cute for journaling. And on the baggie, I just have a journaling card from Prima. On this side, I have another little textile. And this one I have pieces of doily, pieces of lace. And then the textile is actually made out of fabric, or the pocket I should say. And then there's this other different fabric on the top. This piece came from one of the ephemera pieces from Tsunami Rose. And then I just had this tag extra, so pop that one in there. Thought that came out cute. Here have space for journaling. Here again, here's another one of my book page pockets. But on this one, I added this tore up piece of a book page for the Mod Podge napkin on top. So I left it open so you can use it as a tuck. And this piece came from Tsunami Rose. It had the little tears, so I went ahead and physically tore them up, and then glued it down to this index card. And I like how that looks. On the back, I have another piece of ephemera. This is also from Tsunami Rose. And then on this side, I have a larger textile with these awesome ladies from Tim Holtz. And this one is actually glued down from the corners, so you could tuck stuff on the back. And I have this from Tsunami Rose. I like how that one says, a man's man. And then we have a pocket on this side. This bag keeps moving. Again, I have pieces of a doily, little pieces of ephemera from Tim Holtz, a little key. I don't know what the brand is on those, but these are stickers, but they feel and look like metal, but they're not. I just can't remember the name. I mean the brand. And a little flower. And then inside I have this card. Insert, and this is from Tsunami Rose. And then this one as well. And this is from the new pack, the ephemera pack. And then this is the the back cover, I should say. On the back, I added a journaling card again. Can't remember who those are from. But yes, guys, this is it. This is the Chunky Monkey I made for Nancy. So Nancy, it's kind of fat. I hope you're okay with it. I hope you approve. But if anything, let me know. If it's not to what you really want it, let me know. I can go ahead and whatchamacallit, redo it, create another one for you. But yeah, please let me know. To everyone else, thank you so much for watching. You guys have a blessed day, and I will see you soon on my next video. Take care. Bye bye.